watching One Gotti Talking Sports.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with yet another Washington football team video, and in today's video I'm coming at you guys with my second mock draft. This is post free agency, so things are going to be a little bit different from the picks that I had previously before free agency. Now we know we got more weapons on the team and stuff like that, another shutdown corner, so maybe we don't need to draft a corner. We're all going to see. So this mock draft is post free agency, so like I said, things are going to change. So before we get into today's video, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case our Washington football team. Let's get straight into today's video. Alrighty, so now we're here at our pick 19, and like I said, things are gonna be a little bit different now post free agency, now that we know we have more weapons, like I said, a shutdown corner and etc, etc. But honestly, I'm gonna keep it the same as the previous draft, mock draft. If you guys seen it, the first round I took a linebacker, and this linebacker wasn't here the first time, but now he's here. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah out of Notre Dame, who I really like, who I really would love us to draft. Honestly, he's really good, and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah with my first round pick is going to be it. Welcome to the squad. Okay, so we're here at our second round 51st pick, and honestly, a lot of people might disagree with me about this pick. Some may be happy and say I actually, drafted him at the right spot. Some people may say I reached and I could have got him later in the draft. Honestly, since it's a simulator, I don't honestly know this guy's draft stock. Like I told you guys in my previous video when I went over some of the quarterbacks Washington could draft day 2 or day 3. Some people had this guy going day 1, pick 12 to the 49ers. Other people had him falling all the way to the 4th round. So I honestly don't know this guy's draft stock. So since he's still on the board here, I'm going to take him and not even take no chance of him possibly not being there at my next pick. And that guy is being quarterback Kellan Monde out of Texas A&M. You guys know I like Kellan Monde. Like I said, I like the ability to be able to escape the pocket. Has a solid arm, not the strongest arm in the world, but has a solid arm. And I really like Kellan Monde, and I don't want to pass up on him and hope that he can be at the next round, because it's a good chance that he might not be there. So I'm going to take Kellan Monde, and it looks like we got our quarterback of the future. Okay, so now we're getting to the part of the draft where most of the top names are coming off the board, and we're here with our first third round pick of the draft. And honestly, they took the tight end that I really wanted in the second round, that being Brevin Jordan, and that's okay because that's realistic. And here I'm going to take Kenny Yeboah out of Ole Miss. He's starting to climb up a lot of people's draft boards, and I see why. There's more on Kenny Yeboah if you don't know about him. This is according to Tony Pauline. This is his scouting report. Some positives is that he's an explosive pass catching tight end coming off of a career year, something that we need. Quickly releases off the line into passing routes, something else that we need, obviously. He moves well about the field and shows a lot of athleticism, extends his hands on crossing patterns to offer the quarterback a target to make the reception away from his frame. Everything that I just read is what we need. We need another pass catching tight end, and if he's still available, I would take him. He has the ability to go up and get it. Even on inaccurate passes, he has a tendency to go up there and get it even out of his frame. This guy is a sleeper pick, and like I said, he's climbing up a lot of people's boards, and if we drafted him, I would not be mad about it. Okay, and with our second third round pick of the draft, I'm going to go with Jamar Johnson, safety out of Indiana University, because we really didn't attack the safety position at all in free agency, and we really need an upgrade. I know we love Cameron Curl, I love DeShazer Everett, and like I said in my last mock draft, I'm fine if those are the day 1 starters, but it's nothing wrong with adding depth to the roster, and Jamar Johnson could be a guy that could possibly start for us. Just about Jamar Johnson, like I said, he's a versatile player, which means he can play any DB position and he can fit in any scheme. Starting experience at cornerback and safety is very good, so we know we have like another Cameron Curl who played cornerback and safety in college, and we seen how that transpired for Cameron Curl into the pros. And you know what, with our system and with our team, everyone is a DB. No one is a specific position. Although you might play safety, you're still a DB because in some packages you play cornerback, and this guy fits right into that. He fits into Jack Del Rio's scheme. Okay, so with the 124th pick, I'm going to select the wide receiver, Daz Newsome out of North Carolina. Now, I know you guys are looking at me crazy because we just got 2 new receivers, but I'm just picking him up as a depth piece and a guy that could be a training camp body that could possibly turn into something. You never know with these wide receivers nowadays. I'm going to select Daz Newsome. Welcome to the Washington football team. We're here at our 163rd pick of the draft, and here I'm going to actually take an edge rusher. And I know you guys are probably like, wait, we have Chase Young, Montez Sweat. Yes, we do have our 2 starters, but the depth at that position is really bad, especially with Ryan Kerrigan on the verge of leaving. I know it was rumors that he could possibly return to us, which is still up in the air and could possibly happen, but in case he doesn't return to us, I'm going to take Jonathan Cooper out of the Ohio State University. I took him in my last draft, but he was just too good to pass up on, and he's the best edge rusher remaining in the 5th round, and he could be a good depth piece, reuniting with this guy Chase Young, and you never know what can happen. We can have a solid edge rotation just how we have a great interior rotation. Okay, so we're here with our 7th round pick, and I'm going to take an offensive tackle here because I'm fine with the starting 5 that we have. Obviously, you guys know I'm a big fan of Cornelius Lucas at left tackle, and the depth isn't really too bad here, but once again, you can never have too much depth here in the active roster and on the practice squad. So I'm going to take Will Freeze out of Penn State, another depth guy that could really help out Washington just in case the injury bug happen. Okay, so to end off this draft, I'm going to take an interior defensive lineman by the name of Kyrie Campbell out of Florida. Yet again, another guy in the last round of the draft that could possibly make the roster in training camp, or it can just be a camp body and a practice squad member. So I'm going to take Kyrie Campbell here to finish off the draft. So now the draft is over, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I low-key like this draft better than my first one. I took Zaven Collins in the 1st round because Cormo wasn't there, and honestly, I wouldn't be mad at that, but this draft now is way better than this one in my opinion. Let me know which one you think is better, the first one or the second one. So we're going to quickly go through our draft class for the 2nd mock draft. So we took Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in the 1st round. We took Kellan Monde, who could possibly be the quarterback of the future for this team, in the 2nd round. We took Kenny Yabu, who can be another pass-catching tight end for Washington because we badly need a second one. All we have is Logan Thomas. They can be a deadly duo. Then I took Jamar Johnson, the safety, because we didn't do anything at the safety position in free agency, and he can be yet another Cameron Curl because of his versatility. And like I said, you guys know in Jack Del Rio's scheme, no one is really a safety or a cornerback. They're all DBs. He has experience at both cornerback and safety, so that should not be a problem. With my 124th pick, I took Daz Newsome, wide receiver out of North Carolina, and then after that, I took Jonathan Cooper at edge because we need depth at that position. Then to finish off, I took Will Freeze and then Kyrie Campbell. Okay, so there you guys have it. That's my 2nd mock draft, and 2 more mock drafts should be coming out before the draft actually happens. And like I said, I like this one way better than my first one. Let me know what you guys think down below. Compare the 2. Which one was better by me? I'll put the link to mock draft 1.0 video down below in the description. As always, it's been your boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington football team. Let me know how you guys feel about this mock draft down below. I'm out. Peace. Cost me one time, that's gonna get you pop. Get you pop.